Hi, I'm Laurie Brooks, and if we haven't met, I am a local realtor here in Boerne, Texas, and I am passionate about helping people navigate the buying and selling home journey. In this channel, I like to help people understand some of the issues that people might have, answer some questions, and also give you some information about Boerne and the Hill Country. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most common and sometimes stressful situations I see clients walk through. That's when they need to sell their current home in order to buy their next home at the same time. If you're in this position, stay tuned. This video is for you. Trying to line up two closings, two negotiation, two moving dates can be overwhelming, but that's what we're here to help you with. Today, we'll walk through just a way of looking at it so it's not so overwhelming and you can accomplish the goals that you have set in mind. In this video, we're going to talk about what comes first, buying or selling, how to put options into your timing, contingencies and protection that could be built in, and most importantly, how to stay calm and in control. Okay, deciding which comes first. The big question is, do I buy first or do I sell first? And that depends on your current situation. First and foremost, if you are moving into a new house that you need the equity from your current home in order to buy, then you absolutely have to sell. You need to sell so that you can get the money out of that home to purchase your next home. This happens a lot with move-up communities. If you have a bigger growing family, I've seen this more often than not. Most people sell their first home, get that equity, and put it towards the purchase price so they can lower their payment for their new home. However, if you own your home outright, you have the ability, a lot of times, depending on your credit and your pre-approval, to go and buy a new home, and then we can sell your home afterwards. Now, the sale of that home can always go towards your payment later, but some people would just as soon not deal with the stress of selling and buying at the same time, and they want to buy first and then sell their home. Either way, it's really what your goals are. So that's why I take the time to understand where you're at, what your goals are, and what makes you most comfortable. We will work a plan so you have an understanding and a step-by-step approach on your current situation. But there is a way, either way, and I'm here to help. Okay, number two, when I'm talking through clients about buying and selling a home at the same time, I'm thinking about the options that they have to build in for protection. So there's a few things that you can put into place. One is a home contingency. When you write a contract to buy your new home, you put in a contingency that means I'm safe, I get my earnest money back if I don't sell this home in a certain amount of time. Now, when you're buying a new home, sometimes sellers won't even consider that on the new home, but it is a protection period that buyers can use. And depending on what the market looks like at the time, contingencies are an option. So you put an offer on your new house while you're still waiting for your home to close, but you have a certain amount of time. You kind of extend that time. And if it doesn't sell in that period of time, you can go back to the seller and ask for an extension, or you just get out of the contract and all you really lose is your option money. Another option is leaseback. Let's say your home is under contract and you're buying a new home, but you need that money out of your home in order to close on the next home. And you don't want to move out. So what we would do is a lease back. So it gives you a few more days to stay in the home. You've already closed on it. You have the funds to clear and you can buy your new home, but you have a few days so you don't have to move into a hotel or into a pod or something like that. Those are lease backs. It's also a negotiable part of the contract. And then finally, there's an option called a bridge loan or a HELOC where you would talk to a lender and see if you qualify, and you can get equity out of your home in order to buy the new home. And once you sell your home, you can put that back towards the purchase of the HELOC or the purchase of your new home, depending on how much equity there is. But again, these are three different options that you can use when you're in the process of buying and selling homes. That kind of gives you some peace of mind, but also gives you options to make your offer more competitive, give you peace of mind when you're moving out, gives you more time, just a lot of different things to consider. So again, another doable step in buying and selling at the same time. Okay, number three that I hear about is timing. How can I move out of my house and into my new house? We talked a little bit about that with the lease back, but here's the big picture. We need to have your goals in mind and we need to have a plan in mind. Working with someone that's looking at the entire picture is really going to help you in the process. It's doable, but you have to consider whether or not you need time to move out, whether or not you want to schedule closing at the same time. Oftentimes, you really need to be strategic too about the timing of closing, because sometimes if your house doesn't fund on the day that you're closing, that matters, especially over a weekend. So this is a doable step. It's just really the big piece of this is communicating clearly with your agent your goals, having an agent that's proactive and has a plan in place, and then working towards that and being flexible in some of the timing, whether that's your contract that you're selling or that you're buying, but being flexible in the process. Okay, and the last piece is how can you reduce your stress? What can you do to minimize the chaos? Well, one is communicate. Communicate early and often to your agent. Make sure that you're on the same page, that you know the goals that you have in mind so that we can work towards those goals. The other thing is making sure that you know your buying power for your next home. So getting pre-approved with a lender, making sure you're talking with a lender, that way that you have a plan in place, you know how much you need from your home and how much that your new payments are going to be. Getting your house ready, making sure it's decluttered. If your agent comes through and gives you ideas and suggestions, making sure you're doing the best that you can do to make it market ready. That way you have lots of buyers interested in your home. And again, just making sure that you're communicating with the whole team, not just your agent, the lender, just making sure that you're all on the same page. It's not the easiest process, but it's doable and it's something that we do all the time. I love helping families navigate this because my goal is to make it simplify the process. And so this is something I do every day. So I want to come alongside and help you understand. And really, I want to make it less stressful for you. So if we can just pre plan and have some goals in place and work towards those goals, it really helps the entire process. And I would be honored to work with you. Hopefully, this clears up some of the confusion or the concerns you have with buying and selling a home at the same time. If you are in that process, I would love to help. Reach out. I would love to connect with you and find out what your goals are. We can always start making a plan. Something that I love to do is just take care of people, answer questions, and that's what I'm here for. So if you have any questions, please drop them below. Also, if this video is helpful, please like and subscribe. This way I can understand what is bringing value to you, what I can do to help. The other piece that you can find me at is on Instagram. On Instagram, you'll find more about me, my family, behind the scenes, and my day to day. Have a great day.